Orange, Texas. How's everyone doing today?
Fans here and the crowds are huge, the fans are awesome. The people in this town love having us here.
It kind of almost has that classic kind of vibe because there is so many people here. It's super cool.
It's just a lot of stuff going on that they treat you really well when you come to Orange, Texas. So I don't mind coming here every year.
You know, nothing against the rest of the venues, but these guys show out in a big way.
Welcome, and here we go with the 2023 Bassmaster Elite Series season in review. Welcome to the Bassmaster Studios, sponsored by Marathon. Tommy Sanders here with Ronnie Moore. And Ronnie, Bassmaster Elite Series fans will be very familiar with stop number 6 out of our 9 events. We've been there many times for more than a decade.
The Sabine River is going to provide a lot of tests and trials for these anglers. It's a long, big playing field, but we only have the Texas side of the water in play. The river is split, Louisiana on one side, Texas on the other. These anglers are limited to Texas, but Tommy, they can go as far as they want up north that gas would allow them. They can go all the way to Houston, to the west and to the south. You can find all the creeks and places that you want as well, or you can stay near the ramp, maximize your time.
Always a lot of challenges, but always a great show. Let's take you now to the Sabine River.
Day 1, Sabine River. This place has been good to me in the past. I'm 2 for 2 on elite tournaments here, American Championship Sunday, so that it always adds a little bit of pressure, but you know, it also has to do with a little bit of luck. Both of those times I was lucky enough to catch a big one.
Well, again, Brock Mosley of Mississippi, having endured 5 second-place finishes on the Bassmaster Elite Series, the most recent of which was 2021, right here on his way on day number 1. And from the looks of it, he's not making a giant run to Southeast Houston this time around.
Got it. Stay hooked up. It's a little better fish. Anytime you ain't got to measure them here, it's a good fish. £1.25. You're lucky too where we fishing now. Like, dude, the deer flies have been terrible this week. Bad, I mean, terrible. There's a good one. Solid one. Yeah, boy. That's a solid one. Oh yeah, we got one over £1.5 pounds. That's a good one. Hey, man, you ain't got to put a cold tag on him right now.
One of the most common phrases we hear at the Sabine River, Tommy, is you can't win it on day 1, but you surely can lose it. Brock Mosley has a few fish in the live well now, feeling comfortable with at least a minimum weight, but now this is the factor. Navigating, making longer runs, about 45 minutes down to Taylor's Bayou, and now he's looking for those upgrades, those kicker fish that can maybe propel him into the top 10.
That's a good one. Get in here. And it broke my line. Thank you, Lee. That's the biggest one I've caught all week.
If you wouldn't have stopped and looked at me, you wouldn't have caught it. You really
I know.
Came close to a win here in the pass from Mississippi. Get loud for Brock Mosley. 9 pounds, 15 ounces, and Brock Mosley moves into 12th place currently. Let's bring in a 6-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Holt, Michigan, Chad Pipkins. 14 pounds, 7 ounces. 14-7, and Chad Pipkins is leading the Folds of Honor Bassmaster Elite at the Sabine River, and that right there is your VMC Monster Bag of the Day.
It feels like about time, Sabine River, because I have fun at this place, and I have got my teeth kicked in every time we come here. I think this is the 5th time, and I have yet to fish Saturday. Good news is I think I could fish Saturday without catching one tomorrow. I'm going to go out and have some fun, see if we can put a few in the boat and see what happens.
Well, Chad Pipkins, very impressive what he put on the scales today, and I think somebody said this before, never give up. I think that's working out for Chad after all those years of futility here on the Sabine.
14 pounds, 7 ounces, Tommy. I'm not going to bash on Chad Pipkins. I think that's more weight than he's had in all of his Sabine Rivers combined, but he leads the pack after day 1, and we will see day 2 when we come back from break.
The Bassmaster Elite Series is sponsored by Humminbird, Mercury, Toyota, and by Ranger Boats.
I'm excited to get going. Good news, we got the monkey off the back. I think we caught enough fish to make our first Saturday cut here. This is 5 times I've been here, and I haven't done worth a squat yet, so we're due for a good one. I've had some good practices, and this was not one of them, but it kind of forced me just to fish around, and that's the deal with some tides sometimes. Like in years past, I've ran to where I got bit, and I missed windows. And yesterday, I actually caught them where I didn't catch them in practice. I just caught them near there. So they're moving around a bit. There's a lot of fish in the areas. A lot of other guys around too, but hopefully I'll have some chances today and see what we can do. Let's make it happen. I think you just got to hit it when it's happening. Just keep moving around and find them. There's one. Bait. Easy. That's a fat one. Hey, I think that's number 1. Might have done got the skunk out of the boat. Just had to get you guys live. Sabine River special, little chunk. I'd say 1 is the loneliest number. That's not true though. 0 is technically the loneliest number. And I've had that number 3 times here. It's safe to say I didn't have it this time, so that's good. Stay. Be a bass, stay. Nice one, dude. Oh, there we go. Just was about to leave. And it went swimming off. That's a keeper. Don't even have to weigh one. That's 4. We'll call that like the first 3/4 fish. The other ones are like, I don't know, what do you want to call them? Like halves a fish? Halves a fish. But that's a nice one, man. Took about 17 hours. Come on with it.
I need you to get real loud. He is your day 1 leader, a 6-time Classic qualifier from Holt, Michigan, Chad Pipkins. At 14.7 yesterday, 5 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 2nd place with 20 pounds and 6 ounces. So you're just a pound and an ounce short of the overall lead and still in this thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I knew we'd at least get to go fishing a while.
A 5-time Elite Series bridesmaid from Mississippi. Get loud for Brock Mosley. 5 fish here today, 11 pounds, 7 ounces. With 21 pounds and 6 ounces, Brock Mosley is leading the Folds of Honor Bassmaster Elite at the Sabine River.
Most importantly, you got to make the cut here, and you know anything can happen. Anybody can catch a 4 or 5 pounder, and it kind of sets the pace. But hey, after 2 days, we're still here, and man, ready to get back after them tomorrow.
11.5 pounds, and Brock Mosley positioning himself in good shape for, well, we won't say the win, because Brock, at this point in his career, knows better to put the cart before the horse.
Yeah, with guys like Kyle Welcher and Keith Poche, this is right up their alley of fishing style. You know you have to keep your foot on the gas. Going into the weekend, day 3 and day 4, those are going to be the crucial days here at the Sabine River.
This place fishes a lot like it does back home, and you know, every day back home's a new day. You have to kind of catch them different, and I've caught them differently here every time I've come here. So let's see how it goes. You know, we're in good shape. You know, halfway there. Been here before. Been in this same position. So we'll have to see. Usually, whoever wins here, you know, has to catch the big one.
That's a common theme at most of these Bassmaster Elite Series events. Who's going to catch the big ones on days 3 and 4? Brock Mosley in good position, ready to do battle for 2 more days.
The Bassmaster Elite Series is sponsored by Yamaha, Rapala, Progressive Insurance, Nitro Boats, and by Power Pole.
And let's meet our tournament leader, Brock Mosley. He's been in this position before, and last time we were here, you rolled out of here with a 2nd, but we're going to trade in all those 2nds for a 1 this week, right?
That would be nice, but you know, I've been in this same position a few times, been in this same position here, but
You know, Sabine River, anything can happen. You know, one good bite can change the whole outcome. So any of these guys, actually in the top 30 or 40, can still catch, you know, a good fish and then move them to the top of the leaderboard.
After 2 days of competition, Brock Mosley has done just that. 9 pounds and change on day one, 11 pounds and change on day two. But to get to the Chad Pipkins level, which led day one, 14 pounds of change, he knows he's going to need a big one. But Tommy, he's going to have plenty of company today, not far from takeoff.
Yeah, also in this Orange Harbor Island area is Maddie Wong. These two will be sharing water during the course of day 3.
Brock called me last night, and we're sharing the same water. So, Brock's a good dude, and I appreciate what he did. That was the gentleman's move right there.
All right, underway on day number 3 with Brock Mosley. Ronnie, our colleague Mark Zona pointed out that what Brock's doing here is a little different from a lot of winning efforts we have seen here, in that a lot of those are in shallow, flat areas. This is more of a vertical sort of situation here.
Yeah, definitely hard cover, really industrial area as well, Tommy, but we know a lot of fish have lived in this area and are being re-put in this area daily. It seems like there is a good population of fresh fish, but also fish that have possibly been caught earlier in this tournament.
Well, Brock Mosley, of course, the plan is to get a limit here, and he's in the process of doing that right now. If he's successful at doing this, the quicker he can move on to the second part of his daily schedule.
Got him. Good one, too. Big one. Stay hooked up. Stay hooked up. Stay hooked. Oh, my God. Stay hooked up. Stay hooked up. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Mwah! I ain't never kissed one before. I believe I kissed that one. How about a 4-pound upgrade? 10 pounds, big. Yeah! Matt, I respect the hell out of you, man. That's something money can't buy. I got wind that Matt caught his fish here yesterday afternoon. There's one. And I caught him last night. This one's going, I think this one will help. I called him last night. I told him, like, Matt, if you'll just let me go down one time, you can come in and bump rub res with me the rest of the day. Just let me get first opportunity. Just respect our lead. And I said, if you're leading on day 4, I'll do the same for you. And I owe him for that. He's in a tough position. You know, he's fighting for his career. He's never made a top 10 on the elites. And this is all he had left. He said he really didn't even find it till yesterday. But he said all his other stuff dried up. I said, I want you to make top 10. I want you to get every point you can get so you can have a long career. I mean, he gave me 25 minutes, 30 minutes. That's all I could ask for him. I hope he catches them. He deserves to after that.
It's nice when the gentleman's agreement works out, Ronnie, and here we go with Maddie Wong. Same area after giving the requisite time to Brock Mosley, and going pretty well for him.
One big thing we got to see with Maddie is that he's throwing different lures, different presentations than Brock. So you may be fishing back and forth on the same stretch of cover, maybe the same specific spots, but when one's throwing a crankbait, one's throwing top water, one's throwing some soft plastics, one's throwing a spinnerbait, you're able to actually target different fish within this region.
Maddie's got a lot on the line here. Maddie is really shooting for an opportunity to make his first championship Sunday of his still young Bassmaster Elite Series career.
Dude, you got to give me a bump, bro.
He is your day 2 leader, a 5-time Elite Series bridesmaid from Mississippi, Brock Mosley. 12 pounds, 14 ounces with 34 pounds, 4 ounces. Brock Mosley is 5 fish away from a lifelong dream of becoming a Bassmaster Elite Series champion right here in Orange, Texas.
You know, it's been a fun day, exciting day. You know, finally got a big bite, and man, we just need to go close this thing out. I wish I can go catch 10 or 12 pounds in the first hour tomorrow and take the rest of the day off. Get ready for the party.
Get ready for the party. A 3-pound lead, Ronnie Moore, at this fishery is a formidable thing here, but Brock Mosley, who has been so close so many times and in the end thwarted. Take his temperature. Is he more confident this time around?
Yeah, it seems like you'd always be the one in the first place rather than someone pursuing him. He has been the bridesmaid many times. You know that, Tommy. But Brock's in control, feels comfortable here. Like he said, a quick limit tomorrow with maybe one of good size. He can feel comfortable, but Poche, Winlet, Wong, Robertson, all behind him, those are all well-seasoned guys that you better be afraid of.
The Bassmaster Elite Series is sponsored by Minn Kota, Skeeter Boats, Bass Pro Shops, and by Dakota Lithium.
And then there was one, but this one has been here before, Brock Mosley. Did you get much sleep last night?
Like a freaking baby. You put 40 hours of practice in 3 days, and then 3 days of competition in this heat. You're not going to lay in bed thinking about what's going to happen tomorrow. You're just getting every ounce of sleep you can get. So, all these guys are the best. Keith's good here. Clark, he's had his face on a Wheaties box. But I mean, all these guys are great. We're just going to go see what we can catch and see if we can close this thing out. The mornings kind of started out the same way as it has the last few mornings. I was able to get a limit pretty quick. A couple nice keepers, solid keepers, start out with a good, solid limit. I feel pretty good about it, I wish I could catch 2 more solid fish and, kind of get a little more comfortable, but, Good one. Good one. Good one. Stay hooked up. Stay hooked up. Yes, sir. Main thing is we didn't blow it. We got we got a solid limit for the Sabine River. Now we just need a couple more 2-pounders.
Great start for Brock Mosley, but Tommy, you're never safe at the Sabine River unless you have a couple kicker fish in your live well. Anybody can make a big run and catch you, and Clark Winlet's trying to do that. A good start, and one thing's for sure, while half the top 10 are fishing within eyesight of each other, Clark Winlet found an area all to himself.
All to himself, but starting the day about 5 pounds behind Brock Mosley. That is a big hill to climb, especially here on the Sabine River. We will watch and see if he can get it done.
Yes, look at that fish. Tag. Oh, what a fish.
I made sure I did all the little things right. And I made them have to beat me. Tired, finish the second.
Orange, Texas, how's everyone doing today? Let's get ready to weigh him! He is a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, an 18-time FLW Cup qualifier, a 4-time FLW winner, a 4-time Angler of the Year, a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Texas. Get loud for Clark Winlet! He's looking for 10 pounds, 3 ounces to take the lead. 12 pounds even with 41 pounds, 6 ounces. Texas's Clark Winlet is your tournament leader. I know you've never won an Elite Series event. What would this victory mean to you here today in your home state of Texas?
It would mean a ton. It really would. It's really what I'm fishing for still.
5 times throughout his career, he has been an Elite Series bridesmaid. This, his 15th Bassmaster Top 10. He is a 4-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. From Mississippi, get loud for Brock Mosley! No matter what way it works out, we will have a first-time Elite Series champion. He had 34 pounds and 4 ounces. He's looking for 7 pounds, 3 ounces to win his first Elite Series event and trade all those 2s in for a 1. 9 pounds, 15 ounces! Finally, Mosley makes it happen and becomes a Bassmaster Elite Series champion! You slayed a dragon today, and you traded all those 2s in for 1, and for the rest of your life, you're a Bassmaster Elite Series champion!
Five times I walked off this stage and looked my wife in the eyes. And she hurt for me, crying.
You've waited a long time for this. You ready to make this official?
Let's do it. I want to party with all you guys here in just a second.
I'd like to bring out Lisa Talmadge to do the handoff and make this official.
I've never touched a blue trophy before.
That's about to change. Finally, Mosley makes it happen! The Folds of Honor Bassmaster Elite belongs to Brock Mosley!
Well, here's to Brock Mosley, 5 times a runner-up, and now he finally gets his championship. A lot of things going on here, but it's a W, and that's what's important.
Brock's always felt comfortable at the Sabine River, and he loves the community. Orange, Texas always shows up. He got to win it in front of his people, as you could call it, the people who love bass fishing, grassroots anglers, and a community that is really entrenched in this industry.
That was stop number 6 for 2023. We'll have stop number 7 when we see you next time.